And at the end of that, they said, no, you've got to go away, whereupon the police began manhandling us away.
No.
And that doesn't work for me. So I said to the policeman who was manhandling me, please take your hands off me. And he did. And then he said, you're one of the most unpleasant people I've come across. I said, look, all I'm doing is asking you to take your hands off me. I'm going where you want me to go, and I'm going now. And I turned to go, and then he gave me the most almighty heave from behind and knocked me flying. And I was out of it for I don't know how long, but eventually came round with various people flapping around me, and the ambulance men carted me off and treated me. And I think I'm not much the worse for wear, a dent in my back and a bang in the head, and otherwise more or less okay. So these things happen, I think, and I think the trouble was the Danish police are simply not used to handling anything of this scale. They were being ridden very hard by the extremely unpleasant UN security goons who take over from the local police in these situations.
Okay,
And I think that combination, plus the demonstration the previous day, everybody was a bit on edge, and so I got the butt end of this, which was just bad luck, really. But I think what it does show is that if the UN can't even organize an international conference, it certainly can't organize a world government. And I think that was the conclusion that quite a lot of the ministers and negotiators who were also kept out in the cold for hours through the sheer incompetence of the UN were also thinking to themselves, and indeed saying quite openly on the line while we waited, they were saying, if they can't even let in the people who are supposed to be doing the negotiating here, if they can't tell the difference between them and the demonstrators who are making the trouble, then frankly, they certainly can't be entrusted with the world government which their draft treaty had originally proposed.